Okay, what's going on, guys? In this video, or in this live video, I should rather say, we're going to talk about how you can make money with print on demand. A lot of people want to make money with print on demand, however, they don't know how. They don't know which niche to enter, how to design, how to find the right keywords, profitable keywords that will actually bring you sales, and how to create a listing and how to upload the safe way, searching for trademarks and stuff like that. In this video, I'm going to simplify all. This is going to be the simplest video you'll find on creating print-on-demand designs and doing the whole thing from scratch for beginners in 2025. I guarantee you will not find a simpler video, because I want to bring you guys value. I want to make sure that you do it the correct way, the 2025 way, not 2019 way, because everything was so manual back then, but now everything is so much more smoother, so much more automated. And that's what I want to share with you guys. So a lot of you are frustrated, you don't know where to start, you have no idea how to find niches and stuff like that. And I want to simplify everything for you. So the first thing that I want to do is start with niche research, because niche research is the most important thing. Imagine this. If you create a really, really good design, but people don't want to buy it, there's no demand for that design, who's going to buy it? How are you going to sell it? You're not going to be able to. Equally, you might create a crappy design and there's a lot of demand on that design. Maybe someone might like that design. Who knows? Because there's so much demand on it, you really don't need to go for quality. So we're going to talk about that balance, and we're going to discuss it all. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to seller trends on this tool, Merch Dominator. Okay, because it is literally the best one right now. I'm not biased because I'm the founder of the tool, but I'm genuinely telling you it is the best one right now, because there's no other tool out there that gives you the latest trends like it does. So just going to give it a couple of seconds while it calculates the latest trends for us. It gave us this trend right here. What is this? Hang in there, it gets worse. Now, I'm suspecting that this design right here is copyrighted purely because of the character. It's from Voltsboy, right? But the quotes, there's no problem with it. Now, the next step, just to make sure that this, let me just mute this. Just to make sure that this design or this quote has no problems, what we will do is we will actually take a screenshot of this design, okay? And we're going to put it in a GPT that we created, which only Platinum members have access to, by the way, in Merch Dominator. So if you are a Platinum member, you'll be able to access this GPT right here. So I took a screenshot. I'm going to put it in this GPT right here. Just bear with me a second while I do that. Just going to get the file. Okay. So this is the design. I'm going to put it right here. And it's going to check it for copyright, basically, in a couple of seconds. Okay, so it says there's major IP issues detected, all right? Because it's from Voltsboy. Now it says the phrase "hang in there, it gets worse" may be intended as parody, but the use of the protected character undermines any fair use defense. Now what we could say is, can I use "hang in there, it gets worse" quotes on its own? Let's see what it says. Perfect. You can generally use this phrase because it's not copyrighted. Okay, so we know now that there's no copyright associated with this phrase. Perfect. Now the next step is what? It's actually checking the trademark of that design. So I will open it in Merge Dominator, and it will take me to the detailed view. Okay, so this is the detail with all the keywords and all of the details. I'm going to click on TM, just like this, and it will go and check for trademarks. As you can see, there's no trademarks associated with this design. It literally scanned the entire listing. And by the way, you can do that with Merge Dominator extension and so on and so forth. So now we made sure that there's no trademark associated with this design, no copyright associated with this design. Next, we're going to make sure that this design alone is not the only design that sells right now. Because we want to make sure that any niche that we get into, it has to be a niche that is being sold right now across Amazon, right? Not just one design on its own, but a few designs that have a good BSR. So we have to pass this test, because if there's only one design that is selling, it's not good for us. Why? Because someone might be doing ads for it. It could be an external page selling it. It could be anything, but it doesn't really justify a good demand in Amazon. We only justify a good demand in Amazon if there are a few designs selling under that phrase. And how we do that? The best way that I know of, and correct me if I'm wrong, and show me evidence if you have some, is Merge Dominator extension, Chrome extension, because it scans literally the entire niche. And I'll show you how it works. So we're going to get the phrase itself. So I'll just get it from here. Hang in there, it gets worse. I'm gonna put it in product search here, and I'm gonna click on Merge by Amazon search. What it will do is it will open the extension into Amazon, and it will scan the entire niche, literally the entire niche. So this at the moment there's 115 products, but I'm suspecting there's more, and we can literally rank it by BSR and everything like that live. This is all live results, guys. This is all live results. There is no other extension that does this. There's no other tool, print-on-demand tool that does this, that gives you live results as they are. So we click on this. So it says 155K in BSR. You'll open it and you'll find the 155K in BSR, right? There it is, 155K in BSR. It's all live results. Okay, so we went to page 3. And it actually increased the results. So it updates the results in the extension live. So everything that happens is all live, guys. And this is the difference between this and any other tool that you're using. Like, no matter what. I'm not going to argue, but if you want to show me evidence that there's something better, I'm more than happy to accept it. Just show me. Talk is cheap. Okay, so we've scanned the entire niche now. We've scanned 12 pages. Now, how do we know if this niche is good or not? How do we know this niche is good or not? Sorry about that. So how do we know this niche is good or not? Okay, we have to have a combination of two things. The first thing is a good demand. How do we know a good demand? Well, it's based on whether it's based on whether that design is being sold or not. Not only that one design, like I said, but a few designs from that niche, okay? So we can see a BSR that is low. These are decent BSR, guys, okay? This is decent BSR across multiple products, as you can see. Hang in there, but we're not gonna work on this one. Later on, we're gonna check which design we're gonna work on. Now we just wanna validate the niche, if it's a good niche or not. Different designs that have a decent BSR. Look, selling 778 designs per month, 777, 773, 403, etc. This is good demand. Now, we need to look at the competition, i.e., how many people are using the same quote, okay? How many people are competing with you on the same quote, same design? Now, the first thing you want to check for is how many products. So that's 537 designs, t-shirt designs only. So again, there's a reason why you should use Merge Dominator, because it only checks for the t-shirts of Merge by Amazon, not anything else. Because nothing else is competing with you. Only the t-shirts of Merch by Amazon. If you're obviously going for the t-shirts, if you're going for tank tops, you only want to check for tank tops, because people that are looking for tank tops, they're only going to buy tank tops. They're not going to buy t-shirts. So all the other data is irrelevant. Now, on the surface, it says 537, right? Now, what I want to do is I want to get this search term and I want to check the phrase match of it to actually see how many competing designs on that same phrase. There's 499. See how it dropped to 499? Because the rest, between 499 and 532, actually has some data that on the title or brand that is not the same as Hang In There, It Gets Worse. It could be something else, but Amazon is just showing it to you. Okay, so you really dig in deeper. You really dig in deeper to actually know whether this is a good niche or not. I personally believe that this is a good niche, and the reason being is because there's good demand and the competition is quite low. I mean, it's below 1,000. And sometimes, even if it's over 1,000, if there's a lot of sales going on, you can still work on that niche. I don't mind working on niches like that, but there has to be demand. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know if all this makes sense in terms of niche research. So now we nailed the niche. We know we've got a niche that we want to work on. Okay. Next, we need to check which design we want to work on. Again, we said we're not going to work on this design. By the way, if you've got the Platinum subscription, you've got access to the to the extension, and you can do all of this. And you can increase the image size or lower it. So as you can see, I'm able to see the entire image size without even hovering over it. But as I hover over it, I'm able to see what image size I'm working with, or I'm able to see the image clearly. I think this design is quite good. So I'm probably going to work on this design right here because it's the second ranked, okay? And it's not trademarked. Just to make sure, let me open it just by clicking on this. I'm going to take a screenshot. Just like this. Okay. And I'm going to enter it in my copyright checker. Just like that. And let's see what it says. It will probably tell us that it's safe to use. There's no issues. This version of the design, Hang In There, It Gets Worse, with skeleton giving thumbs up in front of flames, appears to be much safer for print on demand use. Okay, so there's no issue with this design right there. Okay. Now, what do we do? Now that we've got a design that we want to model after. Now, here's the thing, guys. You need to understand that with POD, it's not about like coming up with amazing ideas and thinking completely outside the box and stuff like that. POD works, and I'm telling you guys, I've got over 8 years of experience in this. I'm telling you what works and what doesn't. Don't try and think too much outside the box. If something works, don't reinvent the wheel. Do something similar, but with your own style, okay? So change it up a little bit. Obviously, don't copy paste. I know I'm going to get a lot of, trouble for this, and people are going to be like, oh, no, you shouldn't copy. Dude, we're not copying. We're getting inspiration, because that's how the whole POD works. If I don't do it, somebody else will do it. And then if my design, which I've spent like years and years and years perfecting, makes it to a decent rank, it's going to be found by a tool like Merge Dominator, and people are going to take it and get inspired from it. That's just how it works, man. Don't work against the current. Work with it, okay? The trend is your friend. So I'm going to work on this design right here. How do I do that? I'm going to go to Print on Demand Designer, which is another GPT that we've created. Again, these GPTs are not available anywhere else. You won't be able to use them anywhere else. You won't be able to access them on the GPT store, but you will be able to access them if you have a Platinum membership. Just go under your bonus section, and you'll be able to find them. That's Merge Dominator Platinum subscription. So if you have a Platinum subscription, you've got over 10, I think 11 GPTs that are really, really super useful. And one of them is this designer right here. What I will do, literally, just by putting this image right here, it will create me a similar design, but changed up a little bit and with a transparent background. Check this out. It's inspiration, not copy. Yeah, exactly. We're not copying, we're just getting inspired. I have a question. Is it, this is a good niche, also 800,000 BSR. It's a bit on the upper side. Anything higher than 1 million, I would say stay away from. Again, it depends on whether there's a lot of demand on, whether there's a lot of competition in that niche or not. I mean, you might find a niche with less than 100 results, anywhere between 50 and 100, with a BSR of 1,900,000, 800, you can get into that niche, because there's not much competition. But when there's a lot of competition and a really high BSR, I wouldn't advise getting into that niche. There's no point. It's pointless, right? So just waiting for this design to be generated by ChatGPT. And then after that, what we'll do is we will put this design, because it's not going to be a good enough resolution. We will have to upscale this design. How do we upscale it? Pretty easy. I'm going to show you guys how to upscale it with the new Merge Dominator extension, which is another part of the original extension, which we will be releasing pretty soon. It's going to change the game. It's got automation. It's got AI listing creation. It's got literally everything you need. Trademark check-in. It will change the game. Like, imagine if you're spending, say, half an hour on a listing, you will spend just a couple of minutes on creating a listing. You'll see it for yourself. Again, just waiting for this listing to be created. Let's see if you have any questions in the meantime, or this design. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer you. Maybe there is a bit of delay. Let me see. Still creating. Okay. Sometimes ChatGPT takes time to create the image purely because there's just too many people using it. That's the exact reason why. There you go. So it has created this image for us. It's getting there. It's adding detail. It's actually not bad. The stroke is a bit too big, but just for demo purposes, because I want to show you the easiest and the cheapest way to create designs, which is literally this. So if you have subscription to ChatGPT, this is perfect, because you can create images with separate with the transparent background. Imagine if you didn't have this ability, or let's say you're using something like Ideogram or Canva or whatever, you'll still have to remove the background. And trust me, guys, that is a painful process. So just waiting for it to add detail and to remove that background, etc. Because imagine if you had to do all of this by yourself with your hands, how long will it take? It will take ages, you know? I remember my old days in 2019 when, when I was creating like hundreds of designs a day. I mean, it used to take ages, not hundreds, but hundreds of variations. Let's put it this way. I mean, the whole day I'm in front of the PC trying to create more designs, more designs, more designs. We don't have to do any of that anymore, guys, literally, because, now we've got AI tools. If we have AI tools, why do we need to use our hands? We have to be very, very productive. And to be productive, you have to think about smart ways that make you productive. So for me right now, I'm just chatting to you and I've got a design. There you go, right there in front of you. Now check this out. I'm going to download this design, okay? And I'm going to show it to you, what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Now, this design right here is not complete. Why? We still need to upscale it, because let me show you what happens. If we try to upload it right here, and by the way, this is the new extension in the Create page, which will be available pretty soon. So stay tuned to the release of the extension. It is going to be the biggest thing ever. So if I try to put it right here, it's going to take so much time. It's going to, what was I saying? It's not going to upload. The reason why is because it's really small. Look at that. Look how small it is. And that's when it's at maximum. See? It won't work. Okay? So I have to delete it. And what I would do, I would just put the same image here. And it's going to upscale it. And it's going to upload it at the same time. So now I'm upscaling it and uploading it. Actually, it downloaded the upscaled version. That's the upscaled version. There you go. And it transferred it to a 4,500 pixels image by 4,500 pixels. Sorry, 4,500 by 5,400. And I'm going to show you the info of that image. There you go. 4,500 by 5,400. But the original was 124 by 1,536. So that is the issue with, creating designs with AI, is that you have to upscale them. But we've got the solution for this. You can literally upscale everything with the extension in a second, not even that. You know what I mean? No. So to answer your question, people can have the same design. No, it always gives you a different design because it's AI. And you can always change the prompts a little bit if you want to be different. Okay? So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The fact that we've been able to generate a design without touching anything, and it is still different from the original. I mean, here's the original. Here's the original. Ours is a bit more different. Okay? Just waiting for the image generation, because I've literally just removed the guides and it's generating the image. There you go. Yeah. So ours is a bit more different. There you go. Boom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to show you everything that the extension can do because there's literally so much. I'm just going to create the listing. I'm just going to do it for men, women. Now let me see which design I want it for. I think it's going to be good for all of the colors. I think it will work for all the colors. So I'm just going to click on all, just like this. In terms of royalties, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Like you can do, if you want to earn $2 in royalties, just change the royalties like this and it will change the price for you. But I'm just going to do 0 for now. And guys, you have literally all of the templates that you need. So templates for literally everything, for fit type, for colors, as you can see, templates for prices, templates for scale, for the front and back as well. There's no tool at the moment that transfers the design from front to back and back to front. We have that. So you've got transfer from front to back, back to front. But I'm going to do a separate tutorial for the new extension anyway. So this is not a tutorial for the extension. I'm just trying to show you something really easy, something really quick in order to show you how it works. Okay. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to create the listing. And how do I create the listing? Literally by clicking on generate. I have AI listing from design. I'm just going to click on generate and it's going to generate me a listing from the design itself without having to do anything. The AI will figure out the keywords, will figure out the copywriting, literally everything, the way it's supposed to be written for Merch by Amazon, etc., etc. So at the moment, it's uploading the image on the servers, doing the listing, and then putting it back here. And you don't have to do anything. There you go. We've got a listing already created, done. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to use this this title. There it is. I'm going to remove t-shirt. And I'm going to use a little bit of a different brand. I'll remove this. Hold on. Again, there it gets worse. And I'm going to do Halloween. Sarcastic, funny. Well, not funny Halloween cheese. Something like that. Yeah, done. There you go. Dark humor enthusiasts will love this retro style design featuring a skeleton giving thumbs up amidst flames with the phrase hang in there, it gets worse. Ideal for casual outings or Halloween gatherings, this quirky shirt is a fun conversation starter. Just checking if the listing is fine. Skeleton humor design with retro sunset vibes. Perfect for Halloween parties. Or Gothic style enthusiasts looking to embrace a cheeky outlook while staying comfortable. Ideal for casual wear and gestures with a dark sense of humor. Okay, just remove a couple of things. Okay, embrace dark humor with this retro style graphic featuring a cheerful skeleton flashing thumbs up amidst flames. I'll just do with, remove that with, set against the vintage striped sunset. The bold text reads, hanging there gets worse. With its twist, perfect for anyone with a sarcastic sense of humor or fans of artwork. Yep, remove this. That's it. Done. Done. Now we've got the listing. What is the next step? Well, the next step is checking this whole listing for issues to do with trademark, or if there's anything that Amazon doesn't allow us to, create to use on their platform. So there are certain keywords that we're not supposed to use, like glitter, things like gold and rose gold and stuff like that. So check for trademark. It's going to go ahead and check the entire listing for trademark. I'm not seeing anything that is an issue. Vibes, perfect, spray. Yeah, there's literally nothing. I can literally go in, check the trademarks like that. And the great thing is each keyword will be checked on its own. See, look at that. So it filters everything for you. We've got keywords right here. Anyway, so what I can do as well is I can save this template. Look at that. I can save this entire template Save it as a template. Save template like this. And it will go ahead and save it for me. And what happens is, let's say I want to list this design again and change a few things. I can go ahead and just call the template. Let's say I have hundreds of templates, hundreds of designs. I can just call the right template and I can find it from here. Right? I can literally go and find it from here. Okay, and I'll be able to call it. And it will literally list that design for me. It will create the listing. It will do everything for me automatically. I'll show you again. Let's create a new page. Look at that. New product. Actually, what I can do is I can go ahead here and see this hanging there. It gets worse. I'm going to open one template. Look, apply template in new tab. So it will literally open a new tab, select the products, select the colors, select the price, okay? Select the listing. Look at that. There's the listing right there. And all I have to do is change the design. There you go. Put the design, upload, done. I can create multiple versions of this template with different colors, different pricing, different products, different marketplaces, save them, and then just keep uploading. There's no way you can do that with the save settings or save custom settings of Merch by Amazon. Reason being is because you can only save one template, okay? And if you delete it, you can't again create it unless you create it and then save it again. So it's not flexible at all. Whereas with this, you can save hundreds of templates and you can call them just like that. So you can call them by title, by marketplace, by category. The reason why it's showing like this, a little bit broken, is because I'm making the window very small to fit in this very small space, as you can see, because I'm doing everything live. Other than that, it's all working perfectly. So there you go. You literally create it like that and then publish. That's it, done. You've just created another design. And then what I can do with this initial design, I'll just go and publish it. And let me show you another way, which is crazy. That's it, publish this design, done. Now here's the crazy part, right? I can go ahead and either save to draft or publish this template. So let's say I've added the design and I want to publish the design right away. I can just click on publish and click on this template. But I don't want to do that now. I can literally save as draft. I can literally save as draft now without touching anything. One other thing I want to show you is you can view the template. So you can see what the template applies to, just like that. Now check this out. I've clicked on save draft, click on the template and look what it does. It will literally put all of the details of that template into the design and it will save to draft. Look at that. Draft saved, done. Now I can go to manage and I'll be able to see it in here. See that? There you go. I saved it as draft. With a click of a button. That's what I'm talking about, automation. Can delete it now. No need. Done. If you guys are thinking about Merch Dominator, it's literally, there's nothing else I can say about it. It is literally the best right now because there's nothing else that compares. And there's a lifetime deal there as well. So let me show you. I'll show you the pricing. So right now, you're able to get Starter, Premium, Platinum. These are the 3 plans that we have. You can get a monthly discount, a yearly discount and a lifetime discount. So you buy it once and you never have to purchase it again. There's a lot of new updates coming, guys. There's always something new coming up. And there's literally no other tool out there that has everything all in one place. Now, show me a tool which has this extension with research and listing creation capabilities. We're working on the analytics, so you no longer will have to use any other tool whatsoever. It will be literally everything in one place. No other tool will compare with this. Like, look, you can always talk and say some rubbish stuff. It's fine, but show me the proof. Show me the evidence. Show me a tool that has everything all in one place. It just doesn't exist. So I hope you've benefited from this demonstration, presentation. I'm going to do some more live sessions. We'll do some keyword research, niche research, talk about tier 10, how to get out from it, tier ups, literally everything to do with Merch by Amazon. So, and Prints on Demand in general. So stay tuned. This is going to be fire. Majd, man, I think I have to pay money for winning more money. That's the way it works, man. That's what it's called. That's what we call investments. You invest in order to get more. So you invest in yourself, or you invest in tools that will make your life easier. You invest in your education. You invest money to double your money or triple your money or whatever. You invest in real estate. That is investment. It's just the way it is. For us to create this tool, we have to invest. We have to pay developers, we have to pay servers, we have to pay the R&D team, we have to pay the marketing team, we have to pay the support team. That's just the way it works. That's life, right? Tell me where you have something where you don't have to pay money in order to get it. Doesn't exist. You pay rent, you pay food, you pay petrol, you pay electricity. It's just the way it works, man. The truth merch dominator is the best. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you guys can see the value, and we're all here. We're all about creating value here and delivering value all the time, and bringing things new to the market, and that's the mission. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this session, and I'll see you in the next one. Feel free to let me know down in the comments if you want me to create videos on different things, different topics, especially obviously with Merch by Amazon or Prints on Demand in general. And I'll be more than happy to cover them. I'll give you all the value for free. You don't have to pay for it, guys. Take care and goodbye.